Assalamu alaikum listeners, good morning. It's Yusuf Salihu Tikala with the continuation of the novel called Abadan. Last time we stopped where Amina said, as I got to the parlor, I saw my sisters busy gisting at me about what happened today, and I saw the smile on her face indicating that she is very happy. So listeners, we will continue with the chapter 6. And my mom asked, how was the outing? I smiled and replied to her, Alhamdulillah mama, ya ce kuma a gaishe ki. She said, ina amsawa. She replied to me. After we have settled down and dinner was served, it was one of my favorite, tuwo da miyan taushe with ganda. Oh my god, my mouth is already watery from the delicious smell. After dinner, we settled at the sitting room and I told Ami about Khalifa's wedding. She smiled and said, ai ba matsala bane, sai ku tafi da Aisha, but I will have to inform your father first. Kin san gobe zai koma Lagos, she said. I frowned my face after knowing that my dad is leaving tomorrow again. Yanzu Ammi baba zai koma gobe, Salma said with some tears on her face. Habibati, but he will be back in 2 weeks' time so that your sister's wedding day will be fixed, she concluded. Oh my god, I am very happy. Congratulations, darling sis, you are getting married, ya Allah. I cannot wait to kwaso shoki, shaku shaku. Oh my god, Khadija jumped in excitement. Her statement made me to blush as I ran to my room and I could hear their laughing, filling the parlor. It was a long and silent ride to her house, Muhammad said. Why did I not tell her that I too wanted to marry her, not because of my parents, but because I love her? I felt a wave of guilt passing through me as I looked at her, and I knew she felt uncomfortable around me, but I have to keep doing this to know if she loved me as I love her. We reached her place and I parked the car in the parking lot. Her sister all ran into the house as she stayed for some seconds before whispering thank you, and I replied, it's not a problem. I told her about Khalifa's wedding and the invitation. She smiled and said she will ask Ammi for permission before bidding goodbye. I hate to see the end of today, but I have to let her go. I wish we could stay like this all day long, but it is not possible. I looked at her and she left. I drove back home as my mom welcomed me back. I just love my mom. She is so caring and wonderful. I pecked her on her cheeks and went to my room to refresh up. I called Khalifa and informed him about the invitation I gave to my angry cat. He laughed and teased me as usual and ended the call smiling like a fool because I could not stop thinking about her angry face, her smile, blush and everything. Hey, what's wrong with me? I think I have fallen hard for you, my angry cat. I thought of calling her, but I am nervous to do so. I tried calling her 5 times, but I was too nervous. But finally, I decided to call her. After some seconds, she picked the call. As I ran to my room, Amina said, I refreshed up because I was so tired and I was lost again in my thoughts. As I heard the ring of my phone, I was snapped out of it. It was a new number, but it was a special number. I sighed and I picked it up. Assalamu alaikum, I said. After some few seconds, wa alaikum assalam, he replied. I was shocked. It is Mr. Arrogant voice. How did he got my number? But my brain snapped me as I remembered giving him my phone. I breathed out and said, Ina yini, he replied, lafiya kalau. We kept quiet for an hour and I was wondering, don't he have anything to say, and he called me? Hello, are you there? I asked. He replied. Yeah, mama, I asked him. Tana lafiya kalau, tana gaishe ki, he said. Alhamdulillah again, thanks for everything today, I said. Please, could you stop thanking me? It's nothing, he said, almost shouting. I sighed and I said, sorry. He breathed out and said, it's okay, good night. Before I could reply, he ended the call. And I went back to my thoughts, thinking, how will our marriage end up? Will we be lovers or will we live our life like this? Ya Rabbi, save me. I pray to Allah and I pray my nafila and went to bed. Wow, everything just happened very fast, Muhammad said. Actually, I cannot believe Khalifa is getting married today. I am really happy to see my best buddy happy. I smiled to myself as I saw how my buddy was nervous about his own wedding. That also reminded me about my own, which is going to take place a month after Khalifa's. I wonder how my angry cat is doing as I recall our last phone call. Ya Rabbi, I said, rubbing my face. It was the most embarrassing and awkward conversation we ever had. But did you think this outfit will do? Khalifa's voice snapped me out of my thoughts. He came out wearing a white shadda with exposed his boldness and smartness. He looked handsome in it. I smiled and said, this is perfect. We got to be going cause we are already late for the wedding Fatiha. We drove in the new black Prado car. We arrived at the wedding Fatiha just in time. After some minutes the Fatiha was complete and surely I can see the happiness in my body's face. My son, you are next, Ko, Khalifa's dad said to me, and I smiled at him. He laughed and patted my back and he went back to greet his friend while we drove back home. Finally, I am happy. Nusaiba is mine now, Khalifa said while falling on his bed. I smiled at him without saying anything. Mutumina saura kai, I cannot wait for your wedding body, he continued. Please, can we leave this discussion for once? I replied. He smiled and stood up from the bed. He approached me and patted my back. What's wrong, abokina? Tun wurin ɗaurin aure na ga fuskanka ya canza. Me ke faruwa? Khalifa asked. I told Khalifa about my last moment with Amina on the phone. He smiled and said, Abunda kai baka kyauta ba, but I am sure she is already forgiving you. So now chill and help me get ready for the wedding reception. And don't forget to call Mrs. Muhammad, he said, still smiling. I smiled and dialed her number. Oh la la, my angry cat. Wow, you must be head over heel for her body. He teased me. I smacked his head and went out of the room smiling like a fool. It has been a while since I heard of Mr. Arrogant after our last awkward, Amina said. After our last awkward conversation, I don't know why I feel like I want to see him again. Today is Khalifa's wedding and finally Abi agreed that we will attend the wedding reception to get to know the family very well. I am attending the reception with Khadija because Aisha is not at home, she is back to school. I was getting ready to shower, then I heard my phone ringing. I saw the caller ID, it is Mr. Arrogant. As I saved the number, you speak of the devil and he show up. I smiled and pick it up. Assalamu alaikum, I say while picking the call. After some seconds he replied, wa alaikum assalam. We exchanged greeting and after some few minutes he finally spoke cause I have made up my mind I won't talk until he talk first. Get ready, in 30 minutes I will come and pick you guys. That was his last message and he finally ended the call. I sighed and went to the washroom to do my business. It is how we are going to be? I asked myself conscious. I was snapped out of my thoughts when Khadija banged my door. Darling sis, are you not ready yet? She went and rolled my eyes and said, can you see I am getting ready, just 2 minutes. So listener, we will stop here please. Be patient and subscribe to our channel for the full of this story. Thank you.